generations running this restaurant, and they've got a menu so big, I have no idea what we're even gonna order.
All right.
But this is Rancho Plaza Grill.
I got chicken fajitas.
It's an amazing place to come and eat.
Authentic northern New Mexico food.
The chili's the best here.
You have the ristos hanging outside, the adobe walls, and everything this area is known for.
And when Adam Medina and his wife Raylyn opened this traditional spot, they went into it with the help of Adam's late father.
My dad was in the restaurant business forever. His dream was to open up a restaurant. I got out of culinary school. This place came up. Me and my dad, my mom, and Raylyn.
Yeah, the four of us started it.
So who are we cooking with today?
Me.
You won't come back if you cook with me.
All right, what are we gonna make, chef?
Carne Adovada.
Carne Adovada is marinated pork, and they smother it in more chili, and it's just awesome.
What are we kicking off with?
Pork stock for our chili sauces. This is New Mexico.
New Mexico chilies. They're showing off because we're in New Mexico.
I salt the bones first.
Necks and backs.
Put them in the oven, 475, a couple hours. Bones go in here. We add vegetables,
Onions,
celery,
garlic.
tomato paste, and some red chili pods. Put it back in the oven, about 45 minutes to roast them off.
Okay.
Deglaze.
Pull all the flavor out of that.
This goes in there.
Step back.
Oh, dear.
Okay, the water, simmer again.
5 hours or so.
We'll strain this.
I reserve like a quarter of it. I reduce that for my marinade for my carne adobada.
I've never heard of someone marinating pork in a pork stock.
Yeah. We're making a base, water, crushed red chili, caribe, and chili powder. So we blend this, reserve for the red chili sauce we're gonna make.
But now you're gonna add other ingredients to it that will make it the marinade.
Yeah. Garlic, white vinegar, salt, and then our reduced pork stock. Blend this.
And what is the pork that we're using for the adovada?
It's a pork sirloin.
How long is this pork gonna marinate?
At least 8 hours.
What else are we gonna work on?
Got red chili sauce, the ground pork. We fry this pretty crisp.
And make a roux with the flour.
Then we add our fresh minced garlic, chili mixture. So I get some stock in here.
So that pork stock is like one of the backbones of the restaurant.
Yeah.
A little bit of salt.
Let it simmer about 30 minutes.
How do you make the rice?
We start off by browning a parboiled rice, toasted with oil.
Got it.
And then we add,
Pork stock.
this dish doesn't take pork stock,
The
unfortunately.
one thing that doesn't get pork stock?
Celery and onions, pureed tomatoes, water, some salt, pepper, some granulated garlic, and bay leaf. Cook it about 35 minutes.
All right, chef, let's see it. So rice, beans, what else?
Marinated pork. This is our chile caribe sauce that we made earlier.
A healthy amount of sauce, huh?
Lettuce, tomato, and there we go.
You can't tell you're hungry. You're just shoveling. It's like trying to eat with a Tasmanian devil. The sauce has got a real depth of flavor.
It does. Good amount of heat.
Really tender, lots of flavor.
I love the amount of sauce you put on there because now you can incorporate it into the beans and the rice.
I see why everybody loves it.
Carne adobada plate.
The meat is just what really brings out that chili flavor. Just amazing.
Can't beat it anywhere. Just like mom's.
I'm here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We love coming down here for Triple D. We always find really dynamite joints. All kinds of characters, too. So one of the types of food that we're looking for here in this Nob Hill area is Latino. But I'm not talking about the Latino you'd expect of getting some Tex-Mex. No, I'm talking about Puerto Rican and a little bit of Colombian mixed together. This is the Guava Tree Cafe.
One pernil, 2 machillas, 1 cubano.
Every bite that you take, it's magical.
Oh, wow.
I'm working on the vegetarian arepa.
As soon as the smell of everything that's cooking in the kitchen hits you, like you just know you're in an amazing place.
Which is a love child of Colombian-born Diego Barbosa.
I always call him the Latin lover
Which is a story behind this.
because he's passionate around his food.
Rice and beans all day.
And he and co-owner Anna Kuyok are putting out big flavor.
Need the hogao, please?
From a kitchen the size of a postage stamp. What was this place before the restaurant was here?
On office?
You made it
Yeah.
into a restaurant?
Yeah.
You're crazy. So what kind of food do you guys do?
A Latino Miami style street food.
In New Mexico, from a guy from Colombia, you hear that story all the time.
Arepa Machilla, 3.
Arepa Machilla, which is the vegetarian arepa. It's kind of like a pita pocket, but instead of being bread, it's corn. And all the vegetables in it, you get that good hearty, like, yes, I ate something delicious feeling from it.
We are ready for a vegetarian arepa built with white mushrooms,
A lot of them.
garlic, salt, veggie oil.
Roast that off.
This is gonna be an hour. Next, black beans, some green onions, pepper, salt, garlic cloves, bay leaves, red pepper, and a bunch of water. Cover them with plastic and foil, 350 for an hour.
So time to make the arepa dough.
White cornmeal,
Nice and fine.
salt, and then we just add water. Ooh.
Gonna take forever doing it like this. It'd just be easier if I poured it.
Right now, we need to go through the hand. Can you add some more, please?
Don't want to add too much, though.
It's ready.
And we're gonna go on the panini?
And then we grill it both sides.
All right.
Just need some crust outside.
What's next?
Ogao, that's from Colombia.
The ogao is the
Ogao.
sauce.
Tomatoes, green onions, pepper, salt, comino. More memories from home. Achote,
And then some oil.
blend it up in the oven.
All right, how long is this gonna go?
It's gonna be an hour again. White cornmeal, fluffy inside, sweet plantains.
A lot of plantains.
Oh yeah. The black beans we build, mushrooms,
You gonna fit all that in there?
the red bell peppers on top,
I'm not gonna fit all that in my mouth.
topped with the fresco cheese. Right there, and some ogao on the side.
It's heavy. That's a really good arepa. Nice and tender, soft and pillowy on the inside. I love that you really roasted down the mushrooms. That's my favorite part. Good bite to the beans. The roasted red bell peppers are great. And the salsa.
Ogao.
I like the acid of that. You got sweet, you got tangy, you got rich. I mean, really good, buddy.
Got one Machilla ready?
It's amazing crunch on the outside and then soft and flavorful and smooth on the inside.
Layers of flavor, literally. The sweetness of the plantains is a real surprise.
The salsa that came with the arepa was delicious.
So at Triple D, I've been there, I've done that, I've met them, I've heard their story, and I've tasted just about every type of menu that there is. Well, I'm here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that might get broken today. This is a story about an immigrant family like I've never heard before. They're doing a menu that I don't think I've quite seen before. This one's unique. This is Coda Bakery, Vietnamese deli, and tofu house.
One shrimp and pork sausage banh mi.
In Albuquerque, I was not expecting to find such a great hidden gem of this Vietnamese restaurant.
Có một phần gỏi cuốn thịt nướng.
I was born and raised in Vietnam, so this food is home to me.
It's home cooking that owner Win Win inherited when her Vietnamese-born parents made the journey to America. You were leaving Vietnam, your wife's pregnant.
I was the one that was born on the boat.
Ho, 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 ho.
So on the birth certificate and my citizenship, it says country of birth is international waters.
Seriously?
Yes.
Would we call this a Vietnamese restaurant?
Absolutely. This is a Vietnamese, like, casual fast food, but the flavor is authentic. I have a Dac Biet sandwich for table number 4.
The Bánh Mì Dac Biet is layered with different types of pork. Very tasty. We keep coming back for it over and over.
Dac Biet, what does it mean?
Special. We are gonna start with the house-made bread. High gluten flour, butter, oil, salt, dough conditioner, sugar,
And yeast.
ice water.
It will retard the yeast development, which allows you to make the bread, roll it out, and give it a longer shelf life
Exactly.
before it proofs.
Have time.
So you can get the flavor.
Yes.
Ta-da!
So now we're gonna make the Vietnamese ham.
We're doing more of a pressed ham, like
It's
a
like
sausage.
a bologna. It's pork cushion, actually.
Pork cushion.
And then boneless, skinless chicken breast.
This is just like everyday equipment that you have here at this random Vietnamese bakery. No, this thing right here is what you find in meat processing.
Tapioca starch,
Little binder.
glutinous rice flour, baking powder, white pepper, salt, MSG, vegetable seasoning,
Crank it up.
oil, ice water, sugar water, like a simple syrup. Now we're gonna whip it.
Then freeze it. Then it goes to the emulsifier.
Yes.
That's where you really get that creaminess, whereas when she said it was gonna break down to like bologna. Nothing I love more than meat ice cream. Put this into the mold.
And we're gonna steam it. An hour and 15 minutes. Now we're gonna make the pate.
Of course we are, because we're gonna make everything here. I'm probably gonna go mill some paper to make the bags.
Pork liver,
Great, my favorite.
pork fat, pork butt, white onions, fresh garlic, breadcrumbs from our bread, glutinous rice flour, as a binder, garlic powder, black pepper, baking powder, salt, 5 spice powder, a little bit of sugar, onion oil. All right?
Puree this.
To the mold.
Steam for.
In an hour, 15 minutes.
That's how big the sandwich is?
They're about foot long. House-made garlic mayo. And
Okay.
then the pate that we just made. Pork belly, the head ham,
We call it head cheese.
jambon, like a garlic ham. And then the Vietnamese ham that we just
Right,
made.
right.
Soy sauce, pickled carrots and daikon, cucumber, some jalapenos, cilantro.
That makes banh mi's look boring.
That's why it's called Dac Biet, because
Yeah.
it's so special. Did you hear that crunch?
My mouth is on it.
Bon appetit.
Amazing. This is probably one of the most remarkable sandwiches I've had a chance to try. This is a trophy of success for all your hard work. Oh my goodness, outstanding.
Thank you.
Bánh Mì Dac Biet for you.
The whole sandwich is really fresh and tasty.
It has the vegetables, it has the butter on the baguette, and they bake the baguettes here, so it's better than pretty much any sandwich you can get.
We're gonna make our bison fries.
It's house-cut fries topped with slow-cooked buffalo, cheese, and some gravy. The ultimate comfort food.
All right, so what are we getting into?
I like to cook the bison in a pressure cooker.
A gigantic shank.
I'm just doing salt and pepper.
In there, sear both sides.
I'm gonna take the seared meat out just to give me some room in the pan to saute the vegetables.
And this is all for our gravy that we're putting on top of our fries.
Yes, shallots, celery, carrots, garlic,
Bay leaf,
salt and pepper,
chicken stock,
red wine, tomatoes,
and a little fresh thyme,
adding the meat back in.
and seal it up.
It takes about 35 minutes.
Got it.
And we have this very tender ossobuco.
That's delicious.
We keep all those vegetables and turn that into the sauce. We are in New Mexico, some chopped green chili, Worcestershire. Blend it all up with the immersion blender. The most important thing is that bone marrow. So we actually scoop it out, and it gives it a luxuriousness. Add the meat back into it, and we're done.
Are we gonna fresh cut these fries?
We hand cut them.
Ladies and gentlemen, never seen this before on Triple D. She's gonna cut the potatoes with her hand.
We use Colorado organic red potatoes
Soak them in water.
to get some of that starch out.
This thing's snapping.
We boil them first, and then we're still gonna twice fry them.
Do you just like to work extra 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, and just, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut them up, and then I'm gonna boil them. Do you drink coffee?
Yes, a lot. Give you a big old plate of fries.
That's how many people get? They're really good. All your shenanigans are paying off.
Add some delicious Gruyere, and then we're gonna melt that cheese.
I like that.
Some chives, and voila.
The Gruyere, I can smell it right off the bat. That's remarkable. I mean, like, this is like getting a bite of your favorite steak dinner. Big, rich beef flavor coming from that ossobuco. The fry has tremendous potato flavor. It's just submersed in enough of that jus. The Gruyere got its way to melt down, nook and cranny, all the way to the bottom of the fries. That's a destination dish. I'd come back tomorrow for this, and the next day. So when I hear there's a chef that's all about farm to table, and he's got a restaurant where the name kind of plays a little homage to one of my favorites, Motley Crue, you know I gotta check it out. This is Dr. Feelgood's Kitchen.
Got New Mexican pulled pork outside. Come get it.
It's good comfort food, and sometimes you just need that.
The Brussels are down.
Everything is made from scratch, locally sourced.
I dig it. All put together by Josh Gerwin. Fresh bake your bread?
Yes, sir. Butchering whole animals. I have a full-blown butcher shop about 5 doors down.
Really?
Yeah. We bring whole hogs in. We got the belly. It's gonna make our bacon.
Which goes into a classic sandwich with a not-so-classic style.
Josh's twist on the BLT.
It's a whole burger of bacon, which certainly I've never heard of anywhere except for here.
The mayo and the freshly baked bread, it's just delicious.
What are we gonna make?
Bacon.
All right, man, let's get into it.
Brown sugar.
Fresh ground black pepper.
Pink salt. Kosher salt.
How many bellies you guys doing in a week?
8 to 12.
So no 9, 10, or 11.
Well, because 2 come per pig.
I'll be over here.
Cure our pork belly now, 7 to 10 days.
What are you smoking it with?
Applewood, 4 to 6 hours at 160 until it gets a nice mahogany. I grind it and make a 9-ounce patty.
You give them 9 ounces of bacon on this thing?
Well, and the lean meat that binds it together.
This I gotta say. Beautiful bacon, dude.
Put that on the grill, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Can I just have this on a stick? All that effort to make this great bacon, and now we're gonna grind it up.
Yeah.
And then make the patty and we're done?
Pretty much. And I season it with some kosher salt and white pepper. Cook it in the wood-fired oven.
You make the bread also?
Yeah, potato bread. It's like half potatoes and half flour. Boiled russets.
This is more potato than bread. I've never seen potato bread at this level.
We go in with our water.
Fresh yeast, super critical. Some olive oil.
AP flour, bread flour, salt. Mix it for about 12 minutes, let it proof for about an hour till it doubles in size.
Portion it out.
Roll them out into the Kaiser shape, let them proof, and approximately double in size.
What temperature are you gonna make it at?
350, about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Toasted Kaiser.
Okay.
Get a little bit of mayonnaise on it. Nice heirloom tomatoes.
Gorgeous.
Some organic greens. Tiny bacon patty over here.
I've never seen that much bacon on a BLT.
Top it with our Kaiser for you. House-made onion rings.
You ready? That's a monster. Well, this is what everybody wants a BLT to be like. You're getting the volume of a burger the flavor of the bacon, the whole top of that patty is just all that crispy, crunchy, unctuous flavor. Then on the inside, it's super tender. It's just done perfectly. I mean, it's BLT of another level. You are a dangerous man.
Thank you very much. BLT ready?
It's big mouthfuls of juicy bacon every time you bite into it.
That freshly made bread is what takes it over the top.